I think by now y'all know that I don't give tutorial videos. I just give, advice. I make advice videos for you guys. So that's me just telling you guys everything I know and what I learned about. So in this video, I want to talk about learning how to draw things that make sense from like a physical standpoint. Because sometimes you want to draw something and then you end up drawing it, but then when you look at your finished product, it doesn't really look like it makes sense. And that's where using shapes comes in. Using shapes is really important because it helps you to have a general idea of the kind of form that your characters should take or should have, whether you're drawing people or whether you're drawing animals or robots or cars. Whatever you're drawing is the character. Even backgrounds can be the character of a drawing. So what you want to do is use shapes. Using shapes is very important and underrated, and a lot of people skip this. This is why when they get to drawing whatever they want to draw, they don't really have an idea of where to start or how to refine that and actually make it look like something that makes sense or is appealing. So using shapes is really important because, like I said, not only does it help you get down the form that it should take, but it also just helps you to have an idea of how you should color your art when it's done. Because when you use shapes, you draw the form of something, and then you can also use shapes to add details to that thing. So when you draw anything, first of all, start with your shapes. That should be your starting point. It should be your starting point. And when we talk about shapes, I'm not just talking about the common ones like triangles, squares, and circles, even though most of what we draw these days involves those three. Shape can be anything that you want it to be, just as long as you're drawing something in the form that you have in mind. Like you want to draw somebody that looks like a minion, or you want to draw maybe Doofenshmirtz. Well, you see, even though these characters have a general shape or form that that defines them, you can make your own shapes just as long as it is of the form that you want your character to have. And so that's what I was doing with this drawing, with this Bakugan drawing. I used a circle, and from there I basically drew everything else that would fit the shape of the Bakugan if it were to close, and also just how it looks overall when it's open. So I hope that gave you guys like a little bit of insight on why it's important to use shapes in terms of just making your drawings look sensible. Because in as much as art has different forms, different styles and everything, one thing that every artist should know is that within your own art style, you should be able to approach things still with in a logical manner, to a certain degree at least. Not everybody uses that whole logical style and everything, but that's because you look at some of these artists and you see that they still have a good idea, or they already done mastering the fundamentals of why shapes are important. So when they do that, it's automatic. You don't even see it when they start their process, because in their minds they're already able to draw something down, kind of like an invisible map that helps them to determine, all right, like what kind of shapes are we going to use, like what are we working with here. So that's basically what this video has been all about. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I'm out.